So you guys, La Llorona, congratulations. Were you guys familiar at all with this story before taking the project?
I was very familiar with it, as are all Latinos.
Right.
You know it, right?
Yeah, bro.
See, we grow up with it. We know the story, and they use it to frighten us when we're children.
Yes.
So, but Linda had never heard of La Llorona.
No,
Okay.
no. But then when you see the imagery of her, you think, oh, that's who that is. That's the name to put to that whole image. But then my other half, he's Mexican American.
Okay.
So his whole, once I started asking people about it, then I started to learn that everybody sort of had known that since they were kids.
Right. It's like, for Americans, it's like the boogeyman.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
us, it's
that's
La
what
Llorona.
he said.
That's like #1.
Well, that's what somebody said to me. It's like the Mexican boogeyman.
Yeah.
Is what he said to me.
Totally, totally. And who are you guys playing in the film? Let me break it down.
I play a social worker
Okay.
who comes into Patricia's house because she thinks something's wrong, and something's clearly wrong with the kids.
Yeah.
But she thinks it might be the parenting. She's not sure what's happening.
Whoa. Okay.
And it turns out that it's something she doesn't quite understand yet until it starts to come to her house, and then La Llorona starts to sort of target my children.
Yikes.
And there's and so we bring in Raphael's Ray's character, and he's an ex-priest who's trying to help us sort of get rid of her somehow, some way.
Damn, bro. So you're splashing around the holy water in the house? What are you doing?
Holy water all over the place, bro. In her face, in La Llorona's face.
Yeah. All right. So tell me a little bit about the priest you're playing.
Well, I play an ex-priest who left the church because the church didn't do enough to help people who suffer from these supernatural occurrences. Because it's a long process when they go through the church to get help. Right. So I'm a curandero.
All right.
Well, yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Well, Mexican shaman,
Yes,
and then
sir.
I use my spirituality and combined with my knowledge of Catholicism and Christianity to battle this monster.
Okay.
You know, I mean, there's not a book like how do you battle La Llorona. I have to figure this out.
Right. Any supernatural stories in real life for you guys?
Hey, Linda was darker when we started the film, and she turned ghost white.
Really?
So that, and this, and this happened.
All right. What about you, Ray?
No, when we were shooting the film, we had a scene where I was battling the monster, and I had to put up my hand towards the light, and I had a bracelet similar to this on, and the bracelet exploded off my hand. I wasn't off my wrist.
Bro.
Well, feel that. And I wasn't touching anything, and the bracelet exploded off my wrist, and several of the beads split in half. And I took the beads out. We were on a wood floor. I went out on a concrete porch, and I tried to break one, and I could not. I slammed it. I stepped on it. I couldn't break it. I mean, you couldn't explain it, bro.
Damn, bro.
And then another time we were shooting, and we shot in this house, and it was summertime. It was very hot. And we had no air conditioning, a low budget film, and so we were in there.
I was wearing a turtleneck.
And she's wearing a turtleneck.
No.
Yes.
That's always the way.
You took me back to the Scooby-Doo turtleneck, and you had the Scooby-Doo turtleneck in the hot house.
Still in turtlenecks fighting monsters.
So we're in this house, and I'm not kidding, like an Arctic chill came through the house. Like it made goosebumps on your arms and your whole body. I mean, like if you stood out on one of the Great Lakes in the wintertime. It was a breeze like that, and it was like, holy, what was that?
I've never been to a Great Lake, but I've been to Echo Park.
Well, I've been to Cleveland, so I know what that feels like. That's yeah. You don't want to go there.
That was an amazing description.
What?
Stood out on the Great Lakes and caught that wind. That was beautiful.
Wind chill factor. Yeah. Wind chill factor.
Great, dude. So when does La Llorona come out, you guys? When can we expect it?
April.
April
19th.
April 19th.
2019.
All right, so when we sit down, you guys, and grab our popcorn and grab our sodas, what can we expect from La Llorona?
That you're going to drop your popcorn and your soda and run.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No, but I'm not. This is a scary movie.
You never know what he's going to say. You never know.
Ray, you never know what he's going to say. Go ahead. What are we going to expect, Linda?
Hopefully you get scared. And and then you pass it on to a whole nother generation and just keep scaring kids.
Yeah. Could we expect you to dress up as La Llorona and scare your actual children?
No.
That's how frightening it was. She really got frightened.
Yeah. My little girl came by and it was Halloween at one point because we shot in 2 different times.
Okay.
And so I had to convince her that it was just somebody's Halloween outfit and then have somebody come and talk to her and kind of talk her down. But she didn't like it.
She didn't like it.
And the kids in the neighborhood were terrified.
Whoa.
They would start shaking and turn and walk away.
Yeah.
Little kids.
I'm serious, man. I used to be I was a little jerk when I was little, and my mom, mira, La Llorona, she's going to come get you. And I'd be like, oh. So, yeah, I'm ready.
Did you hear the weeping?
I did. Linda knows. She knows what's up.
If you hear the weeping, run.
Run.
Just run.
Just Run! So how did this project come about for you, brother?
You know what? I put a short film on the internet. Basically, the short film called The Maiden, and it's about this real estate agent that tries to sell a haunted house. And within a week, I got an agent, and it was like I got an agent on a Friday. Wow. He gave me the script that New Line was developing, and it was called The Children at that time, and it was a code name. They didn't want it to get out that they were making a La Llorona movie, because there was a lot of competing projects. Basically, from that Friday, read it over the weekend, and Monday I was meeting with New Line, and they hired me in a couple weeks. It was an absolutely surreal experience. Even when I went in to meet with them, I did not think it was for real. I was like, oh, we'll just talk, and I'll be able to get some New Line stories and then walk away.
That's amazing. What's like the first thing you do? You go to the bank and get like $100 worth of ones and just make it rain on yourself? Is that how it kind of works?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. I do that every morning. That is my morning ritual. Someone must have told you. Yes.
Nice.
Y para ti, how did this come about, este proyecto?
It just came like a regular audition.
Yeah.
Just like and I do have to say sometimes, you know, we have to do our research, but sometimes it's better not to know so much.
Right.
Like, you know, I read the scene, I read the script, I fell in love with it, but I didn't read very much who was involved in it.
Okay.
So I never told you this story.
Right.
No.
So
Surprise me. I want to know. I gotta know.
I want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know.
So I went into the audition just thinking, I love this script, I love this scene. I want to be a part of this. This is the right way of telling the story of La Llorona. It's never been made. It's about time, and there is some. And the character's name is Patricia, just like so. You know, there is something to it. So I went into the audition just really wanting to do the best audition to get this movie. And then I walk into the room. I have no idea who was involved, by the way.
Okay.
No, I didn't read it. So I start working with Michael, and then I could not believe how his energy. You think you have energy?
Yeah.
Oh.
This guy right here?
No. This guy is like pure energy. He's like a little kid with a humongous brain that doesn't stop. I don't know what your Q&A must be through the roof. But the way he directed me, it was like, I just said it, I gotta repeat it, but I called my agent and I said, I never worked with a director like that. I want to do this movie. I want to do this movie. I mean, this is La Llorona, and it's treated nicely. And then I found out who was involved.
Okay.
And you know, and how he came about. So, and I always love this, like just knowing that Michael did such an incredible short, and from there it's like the talent just comes out.
Right.
So that's really how it came about. And then I thought, okay, yeah, it's going to be treated nicely, and this is going to stay forever. Is that one story, La Llorona? It will stay forever. It will remain in time, and we are a part of it. I mean, what a blessing.
So humble. Thank you.
Is the story of La Llorona prominent and popular in Venezuela también?
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Hello. La Llorona is, I mean, I grew up in Mexico.
Okay.
I grew up in Mexico, but then we know La Llorona across all the Hispanic countries, and even every country, not just the Hispanics, they have their own version of La Llorona.
Right.
Even the Greeks have two mythologies about La Llorona and their own version. So, but obviously, we are here. This is close to us. We believe in La Llorona. It doesn't go away when you get older. Trust me. And yeah, we just have different versions across Latin America.
So describe La Llorona to me. How does she look? Can you describe it?
Blonde.
She's blonde?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you not going to?
You got to see the movie. She is like, she's unseeable.
Does she have like a cloak?
Yeah,
she has a cloak. She looks like Gandalf.
Okay, hold this.
If you've seen Gandalf, she is the yeah. Oh, we got to pan the camera over there. Pan the camera over there. We got, that is exactly.
That's how she looks.
That is exact recreation. Exact recreation. This is what La Llorona looks like. Accurate. This is a worldwide exclusive. This is a worldwide exclusive. We have La Llorona right here. What do you have to say? Exactly. That is exactly.
Mis hijos. No bullshit. My mom, because I was a little badass when I was little, and she used to tell me, "Mijo, La Llorona.
Pórtate bien.
Pórtate bien.
Behave.
Pórtate bien." And I'd be like, "All right, Mom, sorry."
All right.
I've heard so many stories like that, and also, like, honestly, the majority of them are usually it's like a grandma. It's usually like an abuela, like telling like
all the time, dude.
Yeah. And it's like it's funny because going into it, like there's such a weight. This is such like a cultural touchstone, and to do it right was like so important. Yeah. And honestly, I could do a TED talk on La Llorona right now. I've done the deepest dive of like every variation of it, the deep like the kind of the roots, the kind of like where it's like the parallels with La Malinche. I could go on and on, but I'm not going to. But yeah, no, it's just crazy. So I feel like a lot of abuela's eyes are on me right now.
I know every abuela's waiting, every tia, every mom, every cousin, every primo, tío, everybody's waiting for this movie. But why is the timing of this so perfect, especially just the landscape of where this country is right now?
Yes.
Why is it so perfect right now?
La Llorona is probably entirely responsible for that, that timing. We've been developing this, or New Line's been developing it for 3 years.
Wow.
So 3 years ago, it probably wouldn't feel as relevant as it is right now. I think it is, it is the times that we're going through. We didn't design the movie to be political. We designed it to be scary as hell. Yeah. And I think that the benefit, and hopefully what I hope will come out of it is, stories bring people together, especially like movies, scary movies, you're united with the people you're watching it with. And I think any time that happens, it's powerful. And,
Totally.
That's what I hope will happen.
100%.
Mike, Patricia, I'm so ready for this. When does the movie come out?
April 19th, 2019.
You guys
Viernes Santo.
Viernes Santo?
Yeah.
Whoa. I will not be partying that weekend. Be watching the movie. Comic-Con, we're out of here. Peace. Yeah, dude.